Hi, everybody. It's me again. Uh, hope Eleanor can join. I'm not sure. Um, I don't even know how I did that thumbnail, Eleanor. I hope you're on still. I've got it again, but I don't see you as my guest on here. I know I brought my headphones because I said to use headphones sometimes. Um, hmm. I don't see you as backstage or anything. So I guess I didn't do it right. Let me let's try a new layout. I don't invite a guest. Let's see. Copy email. Let's see if I can do this. I sure am trying. I know that. All right, let's see. And I don't know. Well, no. Hmm. Okay, it's got read. Oh, maybe now it'll paste it on there. Here you go, Eleanor. I gotta hit send here. Hopefully you got it and can join me and talk. Okay, great. I sent you an email and it has a copy to the link to be on the stream. So, anyways, I'm going to be using this deck. I have no idea what the name of it is. It has 5 extra cards in it. I do not have the book. I don't know if somebody has given it to me or if I bought it myself. I normally keep the books. It has with it 4 houses. You have the House of Wands, which is family oriented. You have the House of Swords, which is decisions, strife, struggles, or decision making. You have, or logical thinking. You have the House of Coins, which is money. Oh, you entered the stage. I'm so excited. Okay, let me see. Let me get you up here.
Don't have my visual on.
Okay, yeah, I see that. Okay.
I'm not as stage ready as you are, June.
But
Can you
at
hear
least
me?
you're there. At least you're there. Hi, Eleanor.
Yes. Hi,
Eleanor's with
everybody.
me. You guys can hear her. I'm going to put my earphones in so I don't get rebarb or reverb or whatever. If that makes sense.
Yes.
So, hopefully you guys can still hear me and I can still hear you. As I was explaining the deck I'm using, I don't know what the name of Eleanor's deck is, and then this is the place, the House of Cups, which is working on emotions. So I'm assuming that you kind of shuffle these and we will see what we're doing. It also has a little card that has like a chakra spread that you can use in this deck, which
Wow.
I'm not going to use, but I'm going to kind of just shuffle these and see if we're working on emotion, logic, family oriented, what we're doing with my deck.
My deck is the deck Gina sent me. Souls on Fire.
Oh, Lord had mercy. Something just crazy just happened. That was weird. Okay, so I think we're going to be using, I'm trying not to look at these so I don't know. We are going to be using the House of Money. So, or the House of Things of Value to each and every one of us as I read these decks and as we go through. Hi, 313 Motown. Haven't seen you on here in a while. How about those Lions, eh? I still say go Bills, but hey, we'll see. So we're going to be using the House of Things of Value to us. Our democracy is valuable to us, right?
Indeed.
Yes. Okay. So our democracy is valuable. Our freedom is valuable. Our right of speech is valuable. So if anybody has a question, please feel free to type it in the comments. Yeah, poor Lions. It's my hometown versus my favorite town. I mean, I'm from Detroit originally, but my favorite town is Buffalo. Not because of the snow either, because of the team and the community that they have there. They all stand for one another, which I have seen in Minneapolis of late. And Knoxville also had a protest against that shooting that happened to Renee Nicole Good. And she was good, as her name suggests. So I just feel like, we all need to stand together. We all need to protest in the best way we can, peacefully, as she did, so that they can't invoke the Insurrection Act as they should have in January 6th, if you remember that one. Boy, they were violent, weren't they? Hang Mike Pence. Remember that?
Yep.
So anyway, yeah, Detroit can be very powerful. I agree. I lived there for most of my life, for the first 18 years of it anyway, with a little skip in between that first 18 years. And I went back for a couple years. So I'd say altogether it was about 18 years I lived there. I lived on the east side of Detroit. I don't know what part of Detroit you're from, but I lived on the east side, right down by the water. Right across was Windsor. Anyways, so if anybody has any questions, please feel free to ask it, and me and Elenor will rock it.
I just want to let you know, June, that I don't have access to the comments. So when Gina comes on, she'll do that.
You can't see the comments on the side of your computer.
Yeah,
Or are you
it's
on your
not.
phone?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, I can see them. And the only person on so far is yourself, me, and 313 Motown.
Hi, 313 Motown. That sounds like you were just referring to Detroit.
Yes, Motown is Detroit. Yeah, that's Motown. Middletown, overlooking the I-75, I-94 interchange on Wayne's campus. Oh, so you're going to college in Detroit, hopefully. What are you studying, Motown? Or should I be asking you? Or should I be asking the cards? Whew. We love, this card just kind of fell out. It's the Two of Cups. I don't know if you guys can see it real well. This is a kind of a shiny deck. Anyway, the Two of Cups, and we're working in the house of things of value, and passion and love are things of value, in my opinion. Um, uh, I think that when you're passionate about something, it's value to you, you know.
I
You
pulled the Ace of Swords.
Okay. Ace of Swords, speaking our truth of things that are valuable to us. Remember, we're in this house of things that are of value. And this deck is kind of interesting. I don't use it a lot because of this. I don't like to just be, focused on one area, but I thought it would be something a little different this time around. Let me see if I can. Your daughter was an artist. Wow, wonderful. Hi, Joyce, Kimber. Uh, Thank you for joining. And if you guys like and subscribe to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you haven't already. And check your status. Oh shoot, I just did away with the comments myself. There's a button down there that says private chat. And maybe if you hit that, I don't know if you can hit that, Elenor, on your side, if you see it. There's a button down there that says private chat. And if you hit
There
on that,
we go.
now
Join
you can
chat.
see the chats. So I hope that you guys are all doing a wonderful or having a wonderful day. And thank you, Joyce, for joining us. Did you have a question for us, or are we just rambling? As sometimes we can do, right, Elenor?
Yes, I'm trying to join the chat. I see the chat.
Oh,
but yeah, this is all new.
Yeah, it's new to me too. I'm just glad I got you on. That's like an accomplishment for me, a thing of value.
Yes, thank you.
So I'm thankful for that. I know that you guys see a blue screen on Elenor. She just wanted her voice to be heard, and I don't blame her. Some people are camera shy. Well, I'm glad you are dropping by and listening. I would like to know everybody's thoughts on the what was his name? Jonathan Ross? Is that his name? The guy who shot Renee Nicole Good?
Yes, Jonathan Ross. And
Jonathan Ross, or was it Jonathan Ross, Elenor?
This sounds like there's a delay in our communication, June.
Oh, shoot. Oh, well. Oopsies. I don't know how to fix that. We'll work on it. Anyway, I kind of want to do a little question on his state of mind. I want to see. So, Elenor, did you get off the page? Are you off? The voice is off, or are you out?
I'm here, but
okay. Okay. I see you back on chat, and I see you. I still hear your voice, so that's cool. So I want to do a reading on his state of mind. What was he thinking? Was he just being a jerk, or now you're not no more? You're no longer in the feed. If I take these out, can you hear me? Oh, this is crazy. So you are no longer in my guess. I guess you opted out or closed out somehow. I don't know if you can get back in or not, or if I have to re-invite. I think that you needed headphones as well as me is why. If I take my headphones out, can you hear me? Can you hear me if I take my headphones off? This is a test of your emergency broadcast system. Okay, so this is a test of your emergency broadcast system. Thank you, Eleanor, for trying anyway. I took my headphones off and I'm just wondering if you guys can hear me or is there no voice? Can you hear me, Eleanor? Well, good. I'm glad you can, James. Glad somebody can hear me. Okay, great. Okay, so I'm going to take these off. I don't know if they're just on is why you can hear me or not. But hopefully you can still hear me. This was a test to see if I could add guests. I'm trying really hard to be able to bring other people's points of view other than just the chat area. So maybe next Saturday we'll try again. And hopefully Gina T will be on soon. And I hope all is good with everyone as well. But I was going to do a reading on his state of mind. What in the world was he thinking? So I'm going to shuffle the cards. And remember, we're working in the house of things of value. So let's see what he was thinking. Let's see what the cards or universe has to say to what he was thinking by shooting this woman. I really don't even want to give him any kudos because I really believe, yes, I think the fatal shot was the first shot that he shot through her windshield. It hit her square in the face and she died right then, personally. And I believe that her foot was still on the gas or rolling, and she had turned her wheels to the right. He was walking forward and gonna try to help get her out of the car or whatever he was gonna do. But then he shot again twice. I do believe that she may have grazed him with her car, but I think she was already dead at that point. So he did it to himself, in my opinion. What do you guys think? Yeah, the Ace of Wands. Huh. He was thinking he was protecting his comrades, himself and his comrades on the Ace of Wands. But I think he's a bully. I think he's had an episode where he got drugged by a car, and so you would think he would stay far away from them, but I don't know. Maybe he was thinking he didn't want to be drugged by a car again, so he shot first and then got closer. But I do believe that first shot was the fatal shot, and she had her will turned to the right to avoid him or anyone else for that matter. And she had waved on cars, so it wasn't like she was impeding traffic. She wasn't blocking any traffic or ICE agents from getting by. They just decided they were going to be who they are, says my crystal ball hanging on my shirt. But anyway, let's see what the cards have to say. What does universe want to tell us about this guy? And sometimes they answer what they want to tell you and not what you're asking too. just so people know that. And everything is changeable. This is not a fortune-telling tool. It's more of a guide. All right. I have a few that shout out here. You were right, Elenor. He did just take swift action. I think that I got the Knight of Wands, which is swift action. He was reacting probably to past traumas. I think that he had a lot of burdens on his mind, probably flashbacks, PTSD from when he got dragged and really did get hurt. Am I making excuses for what he did? No, ma'am. I am not. No, sir. I am not making excuses for what he did. What he did was horrific, and he needs to pay that price. Just like the guy that drug him paid that price with his life. So I'm sorry. He needs to own up with whatever burden was on his mind. If he had that much burden, he shouldn't have been in ICE to begin with, in my opinion. I guess he took the job because it paid well. Remember, we're in the house of value. So he took the job and it paid well, and it made him a little bit power hungry, if you will. So, imagine that. And the Nine of Cups, reverse. So he was not a happy fellow. He wasn't happy. He wasn't a positive individual to begin with. His values and the majority of values or morals were not in the same hemisphere, we'll say. I think he had a lot of things going on in his mind, which brings me to the King of Cups, which is a Cancer card. However, I think that his morality was not the way most Cancers think. He just reacted. Instead of de-escalating, he escalated. And sometimes that happens, you know? Yes, they are. I agree with that. They are supposed to get therapy and manage that PTSD. I have PTSD of a mammogram machine, but it's another story. We'll talk about that one later. But finally got some night help for Kevin. Thank goodness I can try to go to bed and sleep through the night and get up and take care of what I have to do in the day. I still have Sundays, which are all day, all night until Monday morning. And then Sheila comes in and helps me. So thank goodness for Sheila's. Yeah, it's a PTSD card if I ever saw it. He felt betrayed by the American citizens when he got drugged by the car. So yeah, he felt a little bit of betrayal. So that was a get back, I guess, on an innocent person that had nothing to do with that. Yes, she might have been in a car, but she was not using it as a weapon. She was waving people by. And I was watching Gary and Dave, and they said that they believed she was pulling out of her driveway when this all happened. And I guess they got offended by the wife of her saying, go get lunch, go get yourself a sandwich. I guess they got offended by that. Anyway, I want to show you guys my pretty little cactus blooms and my little old sterling silver gravy boat, just to show a little beauty, a little love in the world. And these are blooms that have fallen off, and they're so bright and pretty, and I just want to show beauty, which are things of value, right? Everybody needs to see a little beauty. Everybody needs to feel a little beauty. Everybody needs to feel loved. Everybody needs to feel important and valued. And in my opinion, our community is valued to me. I hate that our Iranian friends cannot join us at this particular juncture. There's chaos over there too. There's chaos in Ukraine. There's chaos in Iran. There's chaos in Venezuela. And I hear that there's going to be chaos in Iceland. Iceland doesn't want to be a part of America. Canada doesn't want to be a part of America. And can we blame them? I think not. I think not. And I did a reading the other day, and I asked Universe who was next, and it said Iceland. So, or Greenland, not Iceland. I'm sorry. Hi, Gina. Yeah, it's Greenland. I'm sorry. I meant Greenland. I meant to say Greenland the whole time. I don't know where my mind has been lately. It's probably still asleep in the chair with the cat on my lap. Because I did fall asleep. So I hope that everyone is having a wonderful day, as I said earlier. And anybody is welcome to chime in and talk and ask a question and see if we can get some answers. But this is the deck I'm working with, and it has 5 extra decks, which one is a spread, which I don't do, which haven't tried to do, but maybe I will. You never know. But we are working in this reading, or this session, I should say. We are working in the house of value, things that are valuable to us, which is love, companionship, community, helping our neighbors, being the best we can be, is what I believe our community stands for, is which is things of value to our community. I did get a letter from the Democratic Party, or a text from the Democratic Party, talking to me about running for commissioner of Sullivan County. So if you are in Sullivan County, please, please, please sign the petition so I can get my name on the ballot, and at least we have one Democrat running for something. Because right now we do not have a Democrat at all in our district of Sullivan County running for any kind of position, any kind of office, not Board of Education, not anything, not commissioner of any district. I know that I have a lot on my plate with my husband being a quadriplegic. However, if I can get Sheila to help me, I should be able to manage the meetings that I would have to go to, and the papers that I would have to read, or the things that they're bringing to the floor in commission meetings that I would have to read. So I think I could manage that. I am dyslexic. I sometimes mix up my words, like I did earlier with Iceland and Greenland. It's kind of cold in Greenland too, so it kind of reminds me of ice. So I think of Iceland, but it's Greenland. And I said that in another reading that would be the next target, and looks like it is. So prepare yourself, Greenland. If you are listening, please prepare yourself, and put up your borders, put up your whatever you can put up, because Trump's regime is coming for you. And I hate that. I hate that. And he's using it as, oh, well, Russia is trying to do this and trying to do that, so we have to be safe. He's using any excuse that he can use to take over your country, just like he wants to run Venezuela. And I hate to say this, but it is not my belief. I don't wish Donald Trump on anybody, but I wish he'd go over there and run it. Bye, Felicia. Let's get somebody else in here or Felipe, and get here to run the United States, and then we can take over him and give Venezuela back to its people. Thank you, Elenor. Thank you for thinking that I have the capability. I hope I do. I don't think I can't do any worse of a job than Donald Trump is doing, or anybody else in the Republican Party at this particular juncture. Whether or not I'll even get voted in is another story. I live in a very red area. So, we'll see. So, I saw an orb. Did you guys see that? And I've been seeing Harmony today. Harmony's in these cards a lot. I saw a lot of rainbows in here. So she thinks I'm on the right path anyway. And I did watch the live with Dave and I want to say Selena. Well, I'm not sure that's her name. And I'm sorry I mispronounced your name if that's not your name. Or Shauna? Was it Shauna or Selena? Something like that. Anyway, I did watch that. And I did ask a question. And she said I was stuck. I asked if I was on the right path. And so I asked you and Gina, Elenor and Gina, am I on the right path? She said I was stuck. There's like spinning my wheels. I'm stuck. And she did her hands like this. She said, you're stuck. She didn't think I needed to change directions. However, I'm stuck. And then David pulled 3 queens out of the deck, which was the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. And he was talking about how much obligation that I have to my husband, which is my number one priority right now. Kevin is very smart. He would help me with anything I needed. He would help me to understand some things probably that I may not be able to understand if I were to get commissioner. So I think that he is very smart. He would be the man behind the woman, if you will, even though he can't move. But he can use his mouth. He can move his mouth. Yes, he did almost die this last time in the hospital. It was a very scary time for himself and for me. And our love for each other does not fail. Things of value, and it's valuable to him. It's valuable to me. I'm glad he's here. I'm glad he's still with me. I'll take him any way I can get him. So, So does anybody else have a question other than just me? Am I the only one out here with a question? Okay, so maybe I should read on Renee. Maybe that was her little spirit flying through here. I don't know if you guys saw the orb or not. It's the first time I've seen an orb in here in a while. But maybe we should be reading on her. And she sees things differently. Does she have a message for us in America? So let me see. Let me ask her if she's in the universe and not going through her life review, but let's see. Oh, okay. Let's ask her. What do you see, Miss Renee Nicole Good? Can you tell us anything from where you are? Where your spirit is, where your soul is? Can you tell us anything? Something came to my mind, and she said, do not hate. do not hate, do not fight with force, is what she said to me just now. And that just came into my head. It wasn't through the cards, but she said, do not fight with force. Use your thoughts before you use your brawn. I don't know. I think she does, but I think she doesn't want people to fight in her honor. She wants us to use our wit and not our brain, or not our fist. She wants us to use our wit and fight peacefully. But let's see what the cards have to say, or if she has anything to say to the cards. And I want to thank her for popping into my head there for a minute. Anyway, and I want to thank her for answering, if she can, answer some questions for us. That's it. Okay. Ace of Coins. Remember, we are working in the house of what is valuable. And this is a new value to some, not to all. But she is saying that work for what is valuable to you. Her family, her children, 3 of them. The youngest one, I think, had lost his father not too awful long ago. She is saying, put your money where your mouth is. Not where your fist is, not where your gun is, but where your mouth is. And speak of things that matter to you. Your freedom, your democracy, your health, of all things. Think of things that are valuable to you and speak about those, and let the world be known. Let the world know, all around the world, not just the United States, that we stand with them. Our love is big and strong, and it can go all around the world. And there's a deer right here in the bottom of this card, which says that she was on the right path. When you see a deer, you're on the right path. So she was on the right path. She was doing the right thing. She wasn't using her vehicle as a weapon. She was just trying to state her cause. She says, I'm not mad. You could hear her say, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you, is what she said. So then we have, she doesn't believe that, I don't want to call him Mr. Jonathan is going to get what is coming to him. He's going to get a pass again. He's going to get a pass. I do believe that they need to suspend him. By the minimum, he needs suspension. He does not need to be suspended with pay. He needs to be fired. He does not need to work in any kind of position of power. She's not going to get her justice. She already knows that. And as sad as that is, Queen of Swords. And Jeannie got Queen of Swords and 7 of Swords just fell out. Tweaking our plan. We need to continue to move forward and tweak our plan and keep her in our hearts, because she is not going to get her just. He is not going to get in trouble too bad for killing her. He is a Trumper all the way. And, here's Harmony. I got to cover her tatas. Red hair and all. Harmony says that her and I are talking a lot. And she says that she likes her mama, her soul mama, or her human mama. she says that she is happy where she is. It's a beautiful, beautiful spot to be where you can see things so much clearer and so much more vibrant than you can here on earth. And she's happy there. She misses her children. She will watch over them always, and she will watch over her partner, and she will help us fight the best fight we can fight. So we have another angel on our side, not just Harmony. And she says they're going to spin it, which we knew that already. They are spinning it. They're spinning it to, oh, she was using her vehicle as a weapon, blah, 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 blah. How many times have we heard that? Anyway, he's the one that stood in front of her vehicle. She didn't point her vehicle at him. He stood in front. He shot her in the face through the windshield. And then he stepped to the side, and she was already dead. And he shot her 2 more times. I mean, that's overkill if you ask me. But she says they're going to spin it, and they are. We already knew that. Knight of Wands crossed by the 8 of Cups. So taking action where your family is concerned, crossed by the 8 of Cups, learning to walk away, learning when to say, okay, step back a minute, regroup, and then move forward is what those cards are, I think, are trying to say, especially when it comes to your family. Your family needs you. Her family needed her, and her life was cut short. And they're spinning it to where she was a bad person. She was not a bad person. So everybody needs to know in the world today that Renee Nicole Good was a good person and still is a good soul. And her soul is helping us fight this fight, no matter how they spin it. And then we have, remember, do not give up. We have to take swift action and continue this fight and get this regime out of the White House. That is what she's saying. We have to act quickly, tweak our plans if we want, but we've got to act quickly and get our ducks in a row and get moving and vote in people that will impeach and remove, not just impeach, but remove this regime. All of them, not just Donald, the whole kit and caboodle, all of them. As Gary would say, this really frosts my oats. I always say it chaps my ass. Anyways, there's always tricksters out there, she says, and you have to watch out for them. They can twist things and make you believe that you're not seeing with your own eyes what you saw. So beware of those. Try to stay away from them if you can. Sometimes it's impossible, as it was in her case, but she's saying they're there. Stay away from them if you can, or out-trick them. Trickster deserves a trick, right? And hold those things of value to you close. Hold your values close to you. Your values, your morals, your compass, if you will. Hold it close to you. Nobody can take that from you. They can take your life, but they can't take your morality. They cannot take your empathy or your compassion for other souls. They can't do it, as they didn't take it from her. She's still watching over all of us who are fighting the good fight. And she's going to help us in every which way she can, as well as my daughter Harmony. They're talking about it right now. So I think that's pretty cool. So she is still with us. Hi, Nick. Nick. Can never say Jackie. I think your name is really, I don't know. Pulled an oracle card, and what did it say? I don't have any oracles myself. I mean, I have some decks, but I don't use them. had to go. My journey is over. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Uh, she did her part. She had 3 beautiful children. Um, she fought the best fight she knew how to fight, and, she wasn't trying to be mean about it. She was trying to get out of the way. So I guess, yeah, her journey was over, but she's still with us. She's looking over us, each and every one, even the bad ones. Maybe she'll burden their hearts and they'll stop being such idiotic people and realize that love is for everyone, not just for a select few. We have to help the poor. We have to help the sick. We have to stand up for people who can't stand up for themselves. We have to. It should be ingrained in us to do that. That's the Christian way, is it not? Maybe not for some Christians. But anybody else have a question? So, I think that what happened to her was tragic. I do think that her journey was up and her time to go was to go. I hate it had to go in that way. I wish she could have went peacefully in her sleep, but I think that that stood for something. That was part of her mission, is to make people accountable for what they do. Although he is not going to get she is not going to get justice. He is not going to get in trouble. He may get suspended with pay probably, but I think that he will get suspended or fired or taken from that and put in a pencil pushing position and not anything of authority, because you should not be on your phone and with the gun in your hand, for one thing. Your body camera should have taken the photos for you, not your cell phone. So yeah, sometimes you got to answer a call, right? So guys, please check your subscription. Make sure you're still subscribed. And please, let me know if YouTube has taken you off for some crazy reason. They go through sometimes and just, that person hasn't watched in a while, we'll just take them off. And, I'm trying to get this channel up and going, and I would love for it to go viral. I would love to get 2,500 subscribers so I could give away this beautiful quilt that is behind me, which was made with love and care and precision by Elenor. So please, y'all, help me get to 2,500 subscribers so I can give this quilt away. Every time you comment on my channel, I will put your name in this bowl here. Again. Oh, it's heavy. Oh. I'm about to knock everything over. I will put your name in this bowl. My cat likes to pull names out, so I will let Jessie pull the name out of the hat or out of the bowl whenever we get there. If we get there. Which I believe we will. We'll get there. Huh. Have Sunkiss Will Tarot. Yep. I like that. I almost spilt my Sunkiss trying to show you all the bowl of names, which we got a few in there. Can't wait to give away that quilt. So we just have to get to 2,500 and somebody gets a beautiful queen size sunflower quilt. Isn't that fun? I think it's fun. It was made with love and care by Elenor, our one and only Elenor. There's kind of too much to go into here, Eleanor. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you have. Do you want me to do a reading? It is a beautiful quilt. It is. And it's nice and warm and soft. I do go live. Thank you, Gina, for putting that up there. Okay. And remember, we are working in this deck, we are working through the house of what is valuable to us. So I want to say, keep that in mind, Nick. I think your name is is your name Jackie by chance, Nick? Nick. I do private readings, as Gina just put up my email. Give me a minute or two to answer it because I should check it every day, and I try to check it every day. And it was popping up on my computer, but it's not anymore, so I have to go in and check it. But it's okay. I can do that. Just one more step. So what can we tell Nick to help Nico? I'm not good at English, let alone any other kind of 8, 2, and 6 of Wands. She needs to let some things go. See what comes back to her is the, sometimes we hang on a little bit too long to some things, and we need to try to let it go and see what comes back. And if it comes back, it was ours. And if it doesn't, it never was. And there's a partnership maybe issue. And the 6 of Wands is let people tell you how wonderful you are. You deserve it. You deserve the pats on the back. So accept them. Thank you. Accept them and move on. Accept your awards. We're glad to have you here in our community. I'll tell you that. And Elenor just pulled the 6 of Wands again. So, maybe that's her numbers. 8, 2, 6. No. Yeah. We're glad to have you here. If you're not welcome anywhere else, you're welcome here. This one says that make sure you're nurturing your garden. Make sure that you are paying attention to the things that are valuable to you. Make sure that you are nurturing them. And not only nurturing others, but nurturing what's valuable to you inside here, inside your soul. Nurture your soul, my friend. Nurture your soul. And Gina T just pulled the Queen of Swords, and it talks about being truthful to yourself. The Queen of Swords is a Virgo type of person, so maybe you need to start listening a little bit more and paying attention to your surroundings and to what people are saying versus what they're doing. Because people say one thing and do another. Look at our president. He says one thing and does another. So, and then the star card. And the star card was straight up. So that's saying that, you've got a lot going on, as you said. You're also very scattered in your thinking. So try to just do one thing at a time. That's all you can do. If anybody tells you they can multitask, they can't. Something's not getting their full attention. But I'm going to see what my cards have to say now. I'm going to pull some cards and see what's going on with you. I know there's a lot, and maybe you need to prioritize what you need to work on first. And I'd say is letting some stuff and people go. Regardless, if they come back, great. If they don't, they never were meant to be in your life. So I think that's where you need to start. But let's see what the cards say. right. I think that's it. Okay. The King of Swords. That's your balance. This is a Libra type of person. And without balance, it's hard. Life without balance is hard, especially for Libras. But I think this is talking about your balance versus what you want, versus what you need, versus what other people need, versus what you can and cannot give, and what they can and cannot give. So you're kind of out of balance, which is where that star card came into that I think Gina pulled. And it talks about you being scattered because you're out of balance and you cannot continue to do this and bring things of value to yourself. Three of Cups. I think you need to celebrate your victories. I think you need to enjoy your friendships, enjoy your life, because as we know, it can be cut short. So please enjoy yourself. Do things that make you happy. Do things that bring a smile to your face. That should bring value into your life. And enjoy your community, enjoy your people. Page of Cups. This is a Pisces type of individual. And it says you don't have to go with the flow all the time. You know, you don't have to. You get to say, no, I don't want to do that. It's not my cup of tea. I don't want to go there. So don't. You don't have to. Nobody can make you do anything. So don't always go with the flow. You know, you get a say in the matter, especially when it comes to you. And then I got the Ace of Wands. Oh, well, I'm reading all on you, girl, and you ain't even here. You're going to have to go back and watch. But you got the Ace of Wands. It is reversed. So bringing old family members back into your life it may seem like a good thing, but I feel like they may have left for a reason, and maybe you need to reevaluate where you stand with them or where they stand with you, because some people don't always have the best interest, your interest in heart. And just because they're blood doesn't mean they're soul family members. And a lot of people get that mixed up. Some family members are not your soul family. I don't believe anybody in my family, born in my family, or me in their family, is my soul family. Kevin, maybe. Anybody born, my siblings, my mom, my dad, none of them cared for me. I was on my own. I was just a little baby running around the woods. It felt like Tarzan. You're not fighting with your family, and that's a good thing. I do think that family, human family, can be a good comfort here on this earth. They can be a good support system when you have a good one. If it's anything like mine, it sucks. It sucks. So you're not fighting with them, and it's time for you to realize that, you know what? Things happen. People come and go, and you need to let them and watch their actions versus their words. Pay attention, listen, because their actions are not meeting their words. And remember, you are working in what is valuable to you, not to them, but to you. So, anybody else got anything else? Yeah, family can be hard stuff. Yes, it can be hard, and you can get caught up in some craziness. I know. I've been there, done that. I have the suit, the handbag, the shoes to match. I get it. I understand it. And you are always welcome in our community. And I hope you know that. I hope that you know we surround you with love and light all the time. And we hope that you can feel it. We hope that it brings you comfort to your heart to know that you have somebody that you can talk to regardless. Um, I am getting a little bit more rest. Thank you. I hope it looks like it. I am getting a little bit more rest. I did fall asleep in the chair though. That's weird. I never do that. Anyway, I am getting more rest. I finally got our girl that used to work for us a long time ago back on at night, although she almost slept through a turn. Her alarm clock woke me up, and I was like, your alarm's going off. Is it time to turn, Kevin? If so, you need to get up. I'm going back to bed. But anyway. Who's Crusty Gnome? Who's Crusty Gnome? Oh, Christy Gnome. God, Swanee, I wanted to reach to the TV and smack that hat right off her head. I, I, I really feel like that. Let's see. I think, honestly, I think Christy Nome was dropped on her head as a baby. I don't think she has any kind of cognitive or any kind of emotional, wherever that is, back here or up here, any kind of emotional feelings for anybody or anything. Who can shoot a puppy for being a puppy? And I go, who can just shoot it? I guess her. She has no moral compass. That one doesn't. And I can say that without even reading the cards. I would not. You are correct. You are definitely correct. I would not want Kevin to be anywhere but with me, especially in the shape he is in. Oh. I do have faith, however, that he is going to get better, at least a little bit, and maybe be able to drive the van himself and turn himself. And that's going to be awesome. So we are going to work on some exercises today because we hadn't done any in a while because he had a pressure sore. So we couldn't do some things that we normally would do. And he had it for a long time. And he's not been out of the bed in 2.5 months now. So hopefully we can get him to where he can get up out of the bed. His pressure sore is healed, thank goodness, and I have faith that he will be better soon. And another card fell out. Page of Coins. That's my daughter, Capricorn card. Her birthday is tomorrow. So everybody say happy birthday to Holly tomorrow because her birthday is tomorrow. She is such a shining star, and she's living her life. She'll be a quarter of a century year old, and her sister was 21 years of her senior. I waited 21 years to have another child after Harmony, but I am glad I did, even though she's living her life and her best life, and she's trying really hard to fit her father and I into this life. But it's like I said to her, it's like, geez, Holly, I don't even know what you like anymore. I don't even know what to put on your cake. Should I put an album on there? Oh, happy birthday from us. I don't know. Anyway, Capricorns, she is a great value to me. That's for sure. Both my Capricorns. Sheila's a Capricorn as well. She's a great value to me. Sue, Kevin's mother, was a Capricorn born on Christmas Day. I guess Jesus would be a Capricorn too. Very organized, very compassionate, very intuitive, They know things before you can even say them. They know who likes them and who don't, who means them harm and who don't. So I think that's pretty great if they listen to it. Sometimes, they don't listen, as we all don't. But Holly definitely knows what's valuable to her. She's definitely got that down. I'm very good at spending my money, not hers. Always has been. Let's see. Lover's card. That's Kevin and I. And the strength card. I do have strength and I do have Kevin. So I'm a very happy woman and I'm a very loved woman. And I appreciate that. And I appreciate all you guys being a part of my life and a part of my community. And I hope that we get to 2,500 subscribers so somebody can get this beautiful quilt. So pass it on, share it on, like and subscribe, view them all, because sometimes I say things in here that you may miss, or sometimes I'll just randomly talk about something like I did yesterday, Good News Friday, which wasn't great news, but it was okay news. So if you haven't had a chance to watch that, go back and watch it. I thought it was pretty good. Sometimes what I think is pretty good and what other people think are pretty good are two different things. But we all have our own opinion, right? So does anybody else have a question? And thank you. I'll tell her you said happy birthday if I can pronounce your name. I'll tell her. Well, Nick said happy birthday. Nick said happy birthday. So she will be up watching the Bills play with us tomorrow on her birthday. So they won on mine, and hopefully they'll win on hers. Because it's playoff time. We play the Jacksonville Jaguars. He listens to music sometimes. He's an awesome individual. He is so smart. I mean, the man, he gets every Jeopardy question right. He should have been on Jeopardy. I know you keep putting that up there, but I still don't know how to say it. Maybe Elenor can tell me how to say it. But I still can't read that. Nicote? Yeah, silent E, silent O. I don't know. I'm not very good at English, let alone any other language. So I'm sorry I can't say your name right. I'm so sorry. Can we come up with a nickname? Something easy. Anyway, like coyote. So it's coyote. Sounds like Lakoti, only with an N. Laconi, softly, la, nye, na, nakotai, nikotai, nikotai. Is that the way you say it? Nikotai? Am I saying it right? I mean, one of my friends is calling like sloth the animal. Hey, Judy, I'm in the middle of a live. Can I call you back?
Sure.
Okay.
Everybody.
Judy says, hi, everybody. Say hi, everybody. She should be on the live.
Yeah, movie boxes right now.
Oh.
So I'll take a break and talk to you, then maybe I'll go watch it. I've got to go upstairs.
Okay.
I love you guys. I love you.
Love you
Lot.
too. And thanks. Bye.
I sold my house.
You did?
I did.
I told you it would sell quickly. Did I not? She sold her house, you guys. Isn't that exciting? So
Person that saw it. I mean, I haven't got the money, and it's not, paid
closed
yet.
yet, but it's under
There's
contract.
cash.
Yay! I'm so excited. I told you it would sell quickly, did I not?
You did?
Yeah.
I said, pull a card for me. So it's going to sell fast.
And it did. Yay! I love it when I'm right.
You're right, too. I'll talk to you later, guys.
Okay, everybody's saying hi and congrats on selling your house.
Oh, thank you.
Aw.
A lot of angel help making all that. I mean, it was just like, it's kind of an amazing little story. But
Oh, I'll have to hear it.
saw it. They fell in love with it. They're from Maryland.
Oh,
So,
wonderful. Yay!
I think they'll fit right into the neighborhood.
Oh, good.
She knew what the plants were in the yard. So they love old houses and all their quirks and moles.
Softly. They called you slothly? Like a sloth? Okay, I'll call you slothly. I'm talking to somebody on the thing. But anyway, I will let you go. And if you can get up there and get on the live, please join us. Everybody would love you, Judy. And you and Elenor are both my favorite cancers. All right, bye. Yay, I'm so excited for her. She sold her house and she had asked me to pull a card and see if her house would sell quickly. And it did. I pulled a card and it said, yes, it would sell quickly. And it did. I'm glad you're back, Gina. You just missed a phone call from Judy. She says to tell everyone hi. She's going to try to get on live and help support the channel if she can. She sold her house, so she's at her son's house until she can get her a little house going on. Okay, slothly. I like that, slothly. I like sloths anyway. I think they're cute. Sharp claws, but cute. Yeah, it was quick. She just put it on and they sold it. The last live I did, it was listed on that Friday, the next Friday from the last live I did. And it's sold. It's a cash offer, so good for her. Yay. I'm excited. She couldn't afford that house on her own, right now. So I am super excited for her for this chapter in her life. To be closer to her son and daughter-in-law, and well, her granddaughter is in college right now at Chattanooga, so she won't be close to her except for when she comes home. Then she will be. Yeah, it was a week. Yeah, so quick. Yay. Oh, I'm happy for her. That makes my heart happy. Things of value. Things to make your heart feel happy. Things of value. Anyway, we'll have to find out what that backstory is to that Slothly nickname. But anyways, does anybody else have any questions? Is anybody out there listening that hasn't said, hey, I'm on here, I've liked it, I've popped in, popped out? Is anybody else on there? Like Jackie T, haven't heard from you in a little bit. My Green Eyes, in the zone. Are you out there? Can you pop in and say hi, say a few words, be a part of the conversations? I hope so. Some people like to just listen, and that's cool. That's cool too. It's like I like to talk a lot, so I don't get to be as social as I used to be, but hey, I'm being social now, aren't I? So does anybody else have anything they want to talk about? I have gotten a lot more rest, which is good. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Okay, working on things of value. Deshay, was that her name? Deshay, something like that. Couldn't say her name either, so don't feel bad. Softly. I couldn't say her name either. Some things fell right off there. Here, we're going to leave them there and see what else is going on. With her, I don't use this deck too often because, I don't like working on just a particular house, if you will. And I guess I don't have to. I can just take them out and just not worry about them. Oh, I feel sorry well, I don't feel sorry for them. I feel compassion towards them all around the world. Ukraine, Iran, Venezuela, soon to be Greenland. I cannot. I don't want to say Greenland. I don't know why. Do I have something against green? But yeah, because he's going after them next. And I think that we need to remove him from office before he gets a chance to do that. But anyway, this is not about them. It's about our friend in Iran. Wow. Not very many opportunities to get on the internet or to maybe get out of our house. I think that I had a short stint in Atlanta for a bit too. But anyway, and I lived in Virginia for a while too. Anyways, she doesn't have much of an opportunity right now to get on the internet or to get even out of her house. There's a lot of chaos going on in Iran. So the opportunities are very limited, if at all, because this is reversed. And then the Knight of Wands, she's not wanting to go against her family's wishes right now. And I can't blame her. She's probably scared. She's probably scared to death. I would be, curled in a corner maybe. Well, I don't know. I'm from Detroit. Maybe not. But she is scared. She is not taking action. She doesn't want to go against that thing, that regime and the people protesting and getting caught in the middle. And oh my goodness. Justice crossed by the devil. Trickery. Hopefully they get their justice and the devil gets his due. Devil went down to Georgia. She is not depressed though. She's holding on. She has good faith. She has faith in things. So she's not depressed. She knows who the enemies are. She can see them probably right out of her window. So she knows who they are. And she is frightened, but she is not depressed. So that's good. She has a lot of love in her heart. There's new love all around her. I believe that she'll find, out of all this chaos, she will find that love that she is looking for. I think it could be a soldier. It could be someone who helps her get away from this chaoticness in Iran. I've got the Judgment card here, and I think she holds no judgment. She is a very compassionate young soul, and I believe she holds no judgment. She's not trying very hard not to judge harshly, although I'm sure she misses us and would like for us to be able to talk and to communicate with her. Yeah, I understand. I do like candles. I do put stones on Kevin, like kyanite for his spinal cord injury. back to our friend in Iran. You fell, Gina? What? Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's compassionate. She's not judgmental at all. She will find love and happiness. Oh, and she got the Two of Cups. Now, will it be perfect? There are always obstacles sometimes. There are some challenges in any relationship. No matter how much you love each other, there are challenges, and there will be challenges, but they will overcome them. And then she got she lives in a realistic world. She doesn't live in a fantasy world. She doesn't think her knight in shining armor is going to come to her emotional rescue. She lives in a perfectly sane mind. She doesn't live in a fantasy world. She realizes that there's a lot of things happening outside her door in her country, and all she can do is what she can do. Just like all we can do in America is what we can do. We can use our voices. We can stand up. We can help those who can't help themselves. Thank you. I have a lot of decks. I kind of like the art. I kind of like having different decks to read from, so it doesn't get so monogamous. I guess is the word I'm looking for. It doesn't get so. She's using the same old deck all the time. So I like to use different decks. And then there's the Queen of Wands, which is a Leo type of temperament. And I think that she has a lot of courage, even though she's scared. There's a lot of courage there. There's a lot of strength to still be alive in that situation. So, as a woman, and here comes the Strength card. It is reversed, as well as the Queen of Swords or Queen of Wands was, but she does have strength. She's just reserving it right now because she's going to need it to help rebuild. And then we have the Four of Wands, and it's reversed. And there is no celebration right now. But once this is over, there will be a lot of celebrating for her. And hopefully it will be over sooner than later. So right now, she doesn't have a lot of good news or a lot of good opportunities, but there will be love that comes out of this. So I'm happy about that. And I wish she could hear this. And maybe if we just send it to her telepathically, she can hear it. So we'll all think about selling it to her telepathically. I don't know what Gina too. Oh, the Ten of Cups. Yeah, I think she will have love, a great love that will come out of this. I have probably about 50 different tarot decks. Some I use, some I don't. This is one I rarely ever use. Like the Circle of Life, Circle of Life. I very rarely use it as well, and I don't use my before and after unless I'm doing that 111 spread, and haven't done that in a long time. It takes forever. Maybe I should do one of those on my live one day and just show you what it's about. And then you guys could see that I have a lot more to offer than just a simple reading. I can show you your progress or your deprogress. So, do I have the Rust Belt Arcana? No, I do not. I do not have that one. I do not have that one. Does it have just Arcana, major Arcana cards in it, or minor Arcanas? I have, and the one I couldn't remember the name was, that makes me dizzy, this one. It's called the Wild Inspiration deck. Makes me dizzy looking at that. But it was given to me on my birthday, and it's very artsy. It's a very artsy deck, which my friend is very artsy that gave it to me, so I will keep it. So, yeah. I've never even heard of the Rusty Belt Arcana. Maybe I should look it up. I love buying tarot decks. I want this tarot deck. It's called Tarot Moon. And I almost bought it, and my daughter talked me out of it. She said, "You're going to spend all your money in the first store we go to." So I put it back, but I wish I would have bought it because I can't find it now. And he doesn't have it. The guy that owns the little store I was in, which was Crystal Raven in Jonesboro, Tennessee. And to be the Bible Belt, there are a lot of little metaphysical stores scattered here and there. Mine was one. When I had my shop, it was one as well. But at any rate, maybe I can find it. I'll look for it. Indie deck. Well, I don't have that one either. Oh. Okay, let's think. Okay, how about one card for everybody to so how about a card for all of us to think about, our values, things that are valuable to us. One card for all of us. And I will do the shuffle and put the thing down like this. So something to walk away with. Thought to walk away with today. Yeah, it is getting close to time to close this, isn't it? I hope everybody's had as wonderful a time as I have. So a card for all of us to think about. Oh, there's Harmony again. Harmony and Renee, we'll say that's Renee's card in this deck anyway. So remember, things of value. Here we go. We're going to spread it out. See which one calls to me. Oh, this one's playing a little peekaboo here. Got an eye looking at me. Love, guys. Love. Let your love shine outward. Let your compassion and empathy rule you. Let it show through everything you do, through everything you touch. When you put positive energy into things you touch, it makes it radiate. So I'm going to close with that. And don't forget, tomorrow is Zodiac Sunday. So I'll be doing all of the cards for the Zodiacs from my little teacup, my little tea leaf reading cup. Anyway, Zodiac Sunday is tomorrow. And we need to let our love shine through, guys. We need to use our head and not our fist. We need to show love and compassion where there is none. We need to help when we can and do what we can. And help doesn't always mean financially. It can mean a smile. It can mean a, hey, can I help you carry that bag? It could mean letting somebody in front of you in the grocery line. It can mean anything. Show love and compassion to the world today and every day. So with all that being said, maybe we'll try again tomorrow to get a voice on here other than just mine. And see what we can do. So I'm going to put these cards back because I don't use them very often. And They're not, it's not, I mean, they're pretty. Don't get me wrong. They're pretty. They're a pretty deck. Nah, the bottom one is Hermie again, or Renee. Renee, good. Thanks for joining us in spirit form today. Thank you. Anyway, with all that being said, y'all, I will tell Kevin you said hello, Sloppy, and he'll like that because he likes sloths too. So he'll like that. I will tell him. And I hope everybody has a lovely, lovely rest of your evening. And for me, I'm going to go and put Kevin on his back, brush his teeth, give him a little exercise, and start our night together. So, with you all, I love you all, love and light. And as always, stay mystical. I keep forgetting this is not a touchscreen.